there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
On one, ready? 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
12, 12, 12.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Bengals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
11 MT, hey.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Let the crowd go. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking deep here for Chase. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play.
11, 11.
They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
12, 12, 12. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Strong. There he goes left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
On first down, it's Watson. Caught on the right side by Adams.
Watson's pass complete to number 80. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A give running right is Strong here. And he is going to lose yardage here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there, shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go, here we go.
10 at the 27-yard line.
11 MT, take.
First down, here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first two drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
11 Thomas. 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
on first down, right back to Strong.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, a run with Strong. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's done. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off of play action, it's Watson. flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Watson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Side.
They'll set up a throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Second half starts with a run by Strong. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Watson going to change the look here. Second down, here's Strong once more. Shrugs him off. And able
to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 empty.
Now they'll
11
audible
empty.
to something else.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Scott to return it.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage,
Taking it right down Broadway.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Browns 42, Bengals 17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow will throw.
He's got Chase on the comeback route.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Strong again.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Straight ahead is Strong.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Give to Strong running right.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Strong is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Strong. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Give up the middle to Strong. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Going with Strong on the counter.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.